Yes, subscribe. You always dey watch we program them, but you not subscribe yet to the channel. All wetin you get for do, press this red subscribe button and then you come over here and press this bell. To the bell option, press this one with all. And done. And no get for cost you anything. When you do this, na sign for show say you dey support we for make we do more. Thank you for your help we for share this program. Yeah, God bless you. Yes, subscribe. You always dey watch we program them, but you not subscribe yet to the channel. All wetin you get for do, press this red subscribe button and then you come.
Skiddy boom pantan, rugged spice. Get used to this. Whoa, whoa. Fire, fire, wire, wire, wire. Boom. We never them, then the thief free money. We never them, no they sorry for it. We never them, no broke down the country. Every time you go, people they price it. We never them, no so like lie. We never them, make we country they cry. We never them, no broke down the country. Every time you go, people they price it. Say let them go, let them go, let them go. If no go, we country no go good. Let them go, let them go, let them go. If no go, we go die pampo. The way the system they go, we not be voting us so if I go. The way the system they go, we not be voting us so if I go. I said the two ship press when I give it, and if I let sell and they put all of them pockets. United Nations in Tilly, they thief with money and they fly like a rocket. Now we don't tire with the violence, we don't tire for the jobless, for we right to go protest, for we right to the protest, every day thing they be, and I know they open the cheer, and they make I don't care, where we talk we say me put the above, we never them then they thief free money, we never them no they sorry for it, we never them no broke down the country, every time you go people they cry say, we never them no so like lie, we never them make we country they cry, we never them no broke down the country, every time you go people they cry say, we never them na nyampi alarm dum blow, the new direction now sorry they go, investor no they come then they pack and go. Alone economy no they go. Azagazi, say the country don't bend. 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 When we tell them the truth, them vex. They say we're not terrorists, we're not the watch them. 2023, they not fulfill the promise, we're not the catch them. We never them, then the thief free money. We never them, no they sorry for it. We never them, no broke down the country. Every time you go, people they cry say, we never them, no so like lie. We never them, make we country they cry. We never them, no broke down the country. Every time you go, people they cry say, the part they sleep, the mommy where they near around make you wake up. The part they sleep, the one them where they near around let them wake up. Zagazi gaga there, Zagazi gaga there. Lunge bridge where you promise we with the pray make you make up. Oh, if you not make am 2023, we say for no go take am. We go whip am, we go keep am. The power where we give am, we go take am. Me sing say, Azagazi, say the country don't bend them. Azagazi, say the country don't bend. I woulda done box up the country. I woulda done equivalent. I woulda done go kill a Tombo. I woulda done go kill a Losa. I woulda done go kill a Fadema. Let us people a Makeni. You know the rule where we vote for. They pull up on Babati. I woulda done the thief in a corner. I woulda done brick and corona. We never them then the thief free money. We never them no they sorry for it. We never them no broke down the country. Every time you go people they cry say, we never them no so like lie. We never them make we country they cry. We never them no broke down the country. Every time you go people they cry say, now what's from the power the country lowly. When they not say them don't fuck up now they want change the story. We were not born meat and follow we survive now God in glory. The country lonely, the people are sorry, yeah. Azagazi, Azagazi, c'est the country don't bend. Azagazi, Azagazi, c'est the country don't bend. Azagazi, c'est the country don't bend. Azagazi, Azagazi, c'est the country don't bend. Father of democracy, freedom of speech, no day again. One and another, one. We don't say only dirty corruption. Yeah, if we are free, only innocent political prisoners. Whenever them fuck up the power. They don't work on the power.
Azagazi, Zagaza. Let them go. Hello, we good people inside one big family house. I always tell una say every day we dey bring them to una as them they create the way for make we talk, we not dey close with mouth. How then they carry the issues them now so we step the package and can scatter them so we family members and so we all they get a perfect and better discussion, but things them will happen inside we had. Well, of course, me people, today we get too many important issues that they can't discuss. It don't mean that the normal they talk, but I mean now the two main important issues them for today your program. The one get for be with we brother Muhammad Kamaraimba Mansari as we all done they sit on me and they cry for him, they talk but in case. Well, updates don't come now we had to say. Then don't close Muhammad Kamaraimba Mansare in case. Who that close this case? Now Justice Samuel Otello. Now he close this case. Well, it don't mean say we know how they don't end up. Then don't close the case, but we still not able to know what's in our own brother in faith it. So inside the program, inside the basket, this now one by the discussion then for today. If they're not tired, we no go tire. He better way small picky, themselves don't conscious. What did I want them mean, family? The small picky and the school picky themselves for them, they full no more say. Una come out today, so person they come, so hierarchy they come from the government, don't go welcome. Themselves don't enough tiggy and they say they don't begin the conscience and know their right. As the young people them inside Kono, be embarrassed caretaker bio publicly. Until now, waiting up na Kono, rest no day, lights don't go. Well, inside that lights don't go, underline something, oh me, now they can talk. Hey, the talk is sweet me. But still, we get other things them we're very important and a solid full way out and they go inside we had today. We all see what they go on right now, but that fire accident there every day almost or every week. We they say fire don't catch you so place. Fire don't cause disaster so place. Well, this now high time for me we and una come and get together. I could get a better discussion. So we were able to figure out what's not the problem of this fire business inside we are. This and other plenty issues that they inside the basket for discourse. Me when I talk to you now by very live from the north with this sharp cutlass, no retreat, no surrender. Stay with me.
One woman day, in name yet for call at the freeland or cost Gigi Snow. That woman is fearful today. In name me fearful. Well, I try for caller. After 1, 2, 3, go ba.
Basita or what?
And then wait to no mistake. Basita Michael, when I be member of the Legal Service Commission, the Judicial and Legal Service Commission, when I then can look where governments get big case, where they want for set up the tribunal and commission of inquiry and other things them. Now then can sit down inside meeting and choose who that for either particular commission they or that tribunal or that I call them inquiry the way they want for set up. Well, this lady don't decide for come out from this Judicial and Legal Service Commission. What he make? He say, he no mix parikishi business because this kind of way, how they want for say this alleged thing where they want for look into now the tribunal for this Auditor General. He not say and say he right at all. And it look like say the independent system where the Judicial and Legal Service Commission gets
E not there again, no. So e not mix parikishe and about business. So what in that mean? It means e not this make pa I want money, so I dey sit down, they mass me, I do all kind of things. He say not to slave, yeah. He want for work for the country, so he not go allow anybody for dirty in hand. He don't come out to him pack him bundle come out. But waiting the government then say, I see them supporter they say, but let it go. APC then need that more than the country. They imagine now what kind of system will depend so. Freedom of speech, you get freedom for express yourself or whatever. Anyway, this and plenty other things, then they make this story for you inside the program today. My name is Nasembe Pierre, the freedom fighter.
Well, family them as una don't hear the things them today will get inside the basket, them plenty. But I think we begin with the fire business. We don't pass back now. We country in Mama Salon. We love Sierra Leone. We are where we always celebrate. We all don't see how fire business don't really plenty inside we are. Well, this I think we really need for come discuss. Make we figure out waiting happen with this fire. And not only fire business, accident them also. When a road accident them. Well, I don't know, to me own opinion, one day I'll be sitting with my brother, I tell him, I say, my brother, this now behind the camera. But the way how accidents them they happen right now we had me, I'm afraid, as Baibure. Because ever in the history of Sierra Leone, we not ever see what in they happen. So, some man go still and it feels say this will they put her into politics. But no, because the things them where they happen right now, inside we are the way it come by accident business, people them it don't plenty. You go sit today, they tell you say motoka, now this don't happen by this and to this motoka. Now this don't happen at this road. Now this don't happen. And plenty things that they happen, we don't lost with brothers and sisters them through the accident they are. Now, it don't jump again to fire business. Plenty people that don't lost their houses, them, their properties, them, their loved ones, them on this fire accident. So really, some tell them, they say, when Boku aid them come together, it make a better sense. We really want to know, una self-help we na the comment section below, what you wanna think about this fire and this road accident with Boku now in country?
Well, because inside just 2 days, we see I call it by King Jimmy in front of Big Market host them. The next day, we see around Macaulay Street, we see video. We see one for Kisi Dockyard. It just they happen. Just that same day, now Watalo, we see Usai one big container, Dregwa Okada man from I call this junction, from junction to junction, it drag straight off, then they himself go. We see one other mutuka where they say I think na Naksa mutuka or Us mutuka that one day, where himself bang one picking, he left another road day, he run they go. Tinden tranga e not up though, the catcher self don't turn boy picking again. That tranga, yes boy picking pawi. That's how they go. But in the issue of this fire business, somebody catch me. He say, Sembe Pierre. He say, want me compliment tell me about fire business? I say, yes, so. I say, tell me something. But now he say, something they then can say, we fire boku na loco. Now I say, lock. I say, how comes? Now he say, because let we look inside and tell the we get kuskas now we country. Now so they talk saful. Now he say, then they will be get kuskas now we country. He say, you don't know what happen. He say, this person draw my attention, say, they born plenty host them. But then side and though them been born there host them. The kind host where them been born. And waiting can they later. Now two different things. Now fine host them. I say, yes, now that's what you look like. But now ask me question. For say, this na luck for caretaker bio or na bad luck for him? Now boss big laugh. I said this na question when me no go able for answer. Well, what you not think? Na luck for am or na bad luck? Na swear or na blessing? Well, let me watch now. Waiting the happen. Drop a comment down. Now we comment section. The number. Sorry, I feel now blow mind this. Anyway, hit for the like button if you just join me and you not do that yet. Okay, and as if you can, make sure say you share this program for we, so more people go able to discover them. The more you like, the more, and I mean, I want it for like, but the more people they like, the more they comment and share, now the more other people they discover this. Hey, another thing, please, On the Facebook, make sure say if you not like the page, not to the program or the page, and follow it, please do so now, so you go able for the get information when and how we they get them. On YouTube, somebody they ask me, but you can say all time for like and for subscribe and turn on. I'm not sabi. I say no worry, I go tell you. But now for you where they watch right now, if you watch Dong, I think now Usai Asidom. No, Usai Bible Asidom. Usai Bible Asidom, right? Dong. You see one red button there. Now they call and subscribe. That's not producer, wait till you they talk quick. That's not for you. When no subscribe yet. When you done, you can't go back to my own partner. Yeah. What do you do? You see one bell there. Touch that bell there. It give you a longer list. Not too much. Watch the first one. We say all. It get bell. But the right say all. ALL. When you done, touch that one day. And then you don't know. Anytime we take out video, now so you go able for the get the notification. But sometimes they, even when you don't do that, you know can get, no worry. Now the system now can slow, but as time they go, you they get them. Do ya wanna subscribe if you not do it? 90% of what we talk about get for do with the government of the day. 10% get for do with the opposition and any other business. I'm not gonna forget for talk about we waiting. PayPal, PayPal. PayPal, happy birthday to we, happy birthday to, happy birthday. We channel they can 2 years, so we get a challenge now. So we say we want $6,000 for able for do certain things then for the progress of this channel. So we divide them. We family members and say then they give 3,000. We now the management we say they give 3,000. Okay, no problem. So people they don't begin give their own already. People they don't begin give. But by the way, because of who side and they control we PayPal and the bank account for we. Remember, some of them things they are all. If not inside we had this channel here, and some things and they were not able for do. But because then they control on other side, then the operator other side make you they get beaucoup facility them through this channel. Blessing to the management where they control them for we. So now let we go. We got yesterday the first person we give we bang with $100. Well then convert them from $100 it go to euro. Well when they don't convert them from $100 we get 61.35 euro. Well another deal now I want other one back. Interestingly, this person here, it just like the way how we they bring information na this channel. It not a salon person, it not the talk Creole, but it understand and small when it pay attention to what we they say. When this person say, it like the way how we they do something. By the way, I think na plus story. It say it like the way how they do something. Na American citizen, guess what he do? It not less BNO. Na himself look. He say okay, he give it samba bangai 84.41 euros na himself give it. Well, I don't know how almost in dollars where he been put, but na dan day then we see. In not up though, all of them money are don't reach, but the one where he own he hang then call am pending. I don't know what to make them all am pending. This person name Ayodeji Jarrett. This one not left behind. Himself say I can admire what you they do. Now himself give it in euro where they don't convert them. He give it 19.72 euro. I don't know in dollars how much that one they been be. So in all, we don't able forget 165.48 euro. So thank you very much. We still get plenty way for go. Long way for go because at 3,000 now we target. So what did that mean? We get now we description box. We get the how you call them the bank account. Then we get the PayPal. So it left to you what you want for do. The bank account, the PayPal self did. If you use PayPal, we try for create something we call cash app for some other people them. But as they set them down for we, because we know they do anything, we family member then they charter this thing for we. So then they try for set up the PayPal, the how you call them, cash app. For you, we're not waiting. But other people and they say, hey bo, we had we base, but we want to put something to una. Hey, now we say, okay, we dey watch. Because now we dey scared. We dey scared. But still, we dey watch and see what we go do for una self within our yard. So una thank you for the contribution. More to come. Plenty more. Una do am. Go on. 3,000 now one for hit from una own side. We save 3,000 from the management side. Anyway, I don't know if you say they put me on money, but I know say no more we get we on before the term. We get a deadline where from now to the 15th of December. Now we want these 3,000 leons. So please do your game, kick your game. Thank you very much. We appreciate you so much. Yes, I think now that I don't know if people want to say something.
I just want for join you tell family members them thank you. We appreciate them. You know, not just prayer that Musa and small little support that they come out. May God replace for them because we know everybody they work hard right now forget in money. So if somebody even give $1 or €1 or 1,000 leons, you know, you really get for appreciate that person because you don't know how he suffer for getting money. So we tell now plenty thank you. We just pray for make this familyhood able reach to that peak. We will all go see each other tomorrow and embrace ourselves in a very good atmosphere. Thank you. With family members them.
All right, so one more time, we appreciate everybody. We don't try for do things for we. For this thing will really go how it's supposed to go. We appreciate you now all. Somebody just they ask for the bank account detail. The bank account, oh yeah, I don't join something. Let's just delete this back. I don't mistakenly remove. Okay, thank you. So let's go back and see. Let's just space, not just that I not space something. So let me make them again for you, please. Let you see. Yeah, bank accounts. No now. If this go give me chance for la. Let's see if it take enter and not take. Okay. But basically, I think say waiting at they say. If you watch the bank account where you copy them, you see say the name where you send them to a day on top. Then just by the surname you get what you call IBAN and the number. Yeah. So please, if you want to do that, let's do the same for we fumble them within Facebook, please. I drop the IBAN. So yes, the bank accounts. Yeah. So please, you can take note of them. Fine. Now Facebook, it writes they fine, but YouTube you don't make it fine. But anyway, let's pin them now.
Yeah, because YouTube joined the IBAN and the Sony be joined.
Yes, now so in the waiting. I don't know, but anybody can ask for clarification. Now so in choose for make. Let's just pin them at the top. Today we pin the bank accounts at the top in case you want for make bank transfer. But for the PayPal, it then at the description box. Now both YouTube and Facebook. Okay, we not come for talk boku, not your own business we come for now. But you know say your own business if you not go left and behind. Okay, we don't be decide for touch small bit on the issue of this plenty fire business na the country. Why fire and accident book? We just passed the normal. The next thing way I want let we go inside quickly now the issue of this we all the brother. We don't talk about the issue continuously. And today self we not go left behind as we want for go again and talk about an issue. So waiting down there simply means it means say we can't tell you about something, yeah, when about Kamaraimba Mansare again. Kamaraimba Mansare again. Yes, Kamaraimba again. So we can give you we can read something. Please small bit let you just see something about this person and put this together. But the bottom line now, they don't close the case. They don't close the case. But waiting this mean? 2 days ago, they don't close the case. Yeah? Remember, say, we be trying for talk about this health situation, how we been talk for waiting at the things them way it go through, okay? So now, they don't decide for close the case. But now, let we see, waiting now they hand them where they be in this thing. Now, this now the judge in the states versus Muhammad Kamaraimba, Mansare matter, Justice Samuel O. Taylor has illegally closed. Listen to some words, Temia. Illegally closed his case today. That's now 2 days ago. Apparently, Kamaraimba has been sick for the past few months or 2 months. Additionally, additional medical doctors from the Ministry of Health came to Pademba Road prison in September 2021 this year 2021 this year and completed another medical evaluation on Kamaraimba. The medical evaluation indicated that Muhammad Kamaraimba Mansari is very sick and need medical attention. Sorry. A total of 6 medical doctors have already seen, evaluate, and ascertain Kamaraimba's deteriorating health condition this year. The matter came up today on Tuesday, 16th November 2021. I don't mean say today, I talk about 2 days ago. Tuesday, November 16, 2021, the prison medical doctor submitted a medical report as to why Kamaraimba could not attend court today. That's not Tuesday. Listen now, waiting the Chief Justice say. The Chief Justice Desmond Babatunde Edwards has instructed the judge, Justice Samuel Otelo, to convict. Listen, oh, the Chief Justice, when are the big man for the lawyer, all the courts in the country. Now, in pass in order, he tell the judge where they in charge of this case, when Justice Samuel Otelo, for make a convict Muhammad Kamaraimba Mansari. Basically, when it mean convict him, it means say you the sentence him. That means say you don't find him guilty. Even where they not bring all the evidence them, they're not hearing all man yet, but just because this man sick and not able to attend to the case them, to hearing, he don't give instructions, say let close the case and let it convict him. Let he put him say he guilty, now make it not the come. Let's continue. If the judge been see this particular sick report where they be send, we all hear the interview, we all see the sick medical report where they send, or the medical excuse, but when we listen, waiting happen inside the court. Then say, for a convict, even without evidence, this information was leaked by a close confidant to the Chief Justice. You understand, eh? Now, this information where this person writes, so a leak, it comes out from close person from the Chief Justice himself. As you can recall, a bail was granted to Muhammad Kamaraimba Mansari on 7 September 2021. The Chief Justice Desmond Babatunde Edwards instructed the Master and Registrar, listen, Ellen Thomas Archibald, not, he put her in capital because he stressed and they emphasize, they tell you how serious it be, not to approve the bail, even though Kamaraimba Mansari has met all bail conditions. Now, listen to this. The Chief Justice, he give word to the waiting registrar for make he not give bail, may he not approve the bail at all. That means say let he not agree, may not agree for the bail. Where they say where the Chief Justice, where the judge be don't give Kamaraimba. Remember say them be give Kamaraimba bail. Eh? So the Chief Justice he instructs the registrar say not agree for that bail though, not agree at all. So we all see say, oh, be Allah say, hey, they don't get a bail, they don't get a bail. One time no more than say no because of passport, no passport, American document, no American document. So even though it meets all the conditions, just because of American document, no American document, then say then they not meet up the bail condition. So now listen, the Chief Justice when Babatunde Edwards, then say they don't continue for make the court system, the national court system look like one kind ridicule, one kind laughing stock thing when a disgrace, when a kishi place because of in political gains. Yeah, let's continue for see if I can translate and quickly come pan Creole. Then say the judge openly, the one where they in charge. That means na public inside the court. He talk say he doesn't want to okay. He talk say he no want hear from any doctor or see any medical report for say Muhammad Kamaraimba Mansari no good in a court. Yeah, even when the doctor writes, he take him time, he calm. He say this na me, he will get on away na the correctional center. But he know well. Look me own report what I put. This na other people that we don't can watch when a medical doctor them. Now they report this way them put together. The judge say he no one see or hear anything like that one day at all. Then we be don't show Nanaya so the copy of this report where this particular waiting where them input the medical report where them input, yeah? We don't show that day. We don't show that day one time inside a program where we talk about the how in blood pressure they about last guess 160 over 120, then say in temperature day 36, then say it gets trauma, psychological trauma and other things. Yes, I get exactly waiting there inside the report now something like that. Then they say it gets serious back pain. Yeah, all of them things and a thing we make it not able for attend and is sick. We mean say it totally sick. All right, so now let me continue. Then say the judiciary of Salon, they continue for violate Mohamed Kamaraimba Mansare in human rights, in constitutional rights, and a right for make it go able for get fair justice. And this now for make them go able for set in mort, make them go make lay in mort lock. We all know what in Kamaraimba Mansare they don't begin do. Yeah, to this government here. So they're not glad at all. So now this person they ask say, my brother, I think you go kind of ask this question now for this person. Where the civil society organization then as alone? Where the Human Rights Commission? Where the journalists them? Where say they get the country na their hearts? It say it want for see all of this. But the person we write this particular one in name Abdurrahman Kalon, the ACT and in a High Court monitor and human rights advocate. So this now the piece we write, but the bottom line now, the cross point now. This not the thing where really don't happen. Then don't close in case. So basically, in other words, they can simply tell you where they say they don't do your case. If they not throw away your case na court, what means say you free, it means say they find you guilty. That they don't done with you. Because now two things depend case. It's either they find you guilty or they acquit and discharge or they say you free. So if they not say Mohamed Kamaraimba free, it's still in a Pademba road. But they say they don't close in case. That means say they don't find them guilty, even when they not get all the evidence where they put together. I rest my case for now.
Well, I think this, either for some people where you feel say we did talk because we want for talk. Yesterday, na this same channel, this same chair we asidom so na de asidom I tell you say that na me your opinion, right? The way how them people here don't deal with this case, me we don't conclude them yesterday say Mohamed Kamaraimba Mansare not there again at that place because of the alleged case where they began. It did it because of their own selfish interest, because of this man be oppose them. Forget I'm clear say, not to lie a lie, look how the chain of command come out. Who that command the magistrate for make he close the case and convict Mohamed Kamaraimba Mansare.
Somebody asked who are the advisor to the caretaker? Of course, now the chief justice, the attorney general. Now the legal and principal advisor to the caretaker on legal matters. Yes, continue.
So if the attorney general don't give advice, right, for make them judge this, for make that to be not to judge, even the evidence they're not even they. According to how they're supposed for day 8, where they able judge this case. Because whenever, to me, understanding, I be don't work small in a court as a jury, right? I go represent the officer I be they work for. Before ever you they judge case, you they look into the case and you get substantial evidence them where they make everybody in the court convinced for make you convict that person. You know, just sit down and say, I can't sentence you because John Bible war. If I can't sentence me for that, or because she may pay him black pass Bible, I can't sentence you for that. No, it not a work so. The time where me been go do small work na court, where in the case of this guy, DJ Clef, yeah. I see how they go with the procedure for making them sentence this guy. But Mohamed Kamaraimba Mansare, this don't tell you plain say them people here they treat Mohamed Kamaraimba Mansare because as caretaker always can talk and say anybody where they oppose her, anybody where they support her, is stand as an order for them. So them kind of people and they instead ready for try for wipe them off in your way. How on a closed case, somebody sick, we all see the medical reports. We come out for Mohamed Kamaraimba Mansare. You not hide because right now you're not able to hide nothing. You go feel say this is a secret before 30 minutes or 1 hour. It don't leak to the side where you don't expect them. That's for tell you say the bad things that where they go on. Not so everybody cool about that. Some people they dance to the tune because they not get way. Now pauper when you aid then they whap them. Make some people they just say I concur, but they're not happy. And they're not okay with waiting they go on. If Mohammed Kamaraimba Mansare supposed to come to court, medical reports don't come out. How una feel say somebody we not well, they can't stand in that box na court? Because they not able to come, then people there don't decide for close the case and can't give their own way how they want to test this man, where we not able to understand it, but we self see the ways for see how everybody can sentence this man. Because if the one where he's supposed to advise the caretaker, now from this command don't come out, come to the judge, say, for make, then close the case and convict we brother we Mohammed Kamaraimba. On which grounds where if una can test this man, on which grounds? Where the evidence? You know, sometimes una say for the support, then people here, una get for be fear enough and talk to the close people where they to the other close people where can take them decision as say una they do that here in the way una don't be naked. Everybody don't know una anglo na this guy for go. So tell them that if even you want to hit somebody because if you say they oppose you, now for bring fear play small, we go convince the people them say maybe waiting you the guy for punish the person for not true. But in the case of the SLPP misdirection, pauper squad. As I tell you, I can always describe them for this squad because the things that they do, many of them, then they do it with immaturity. They know they do it like a government, like a ruling government. You know, SLP and the new direction and stuff like the misdirection people when at this power group, they don't even look now. We are like they're not the opposition. You know, tell like now they're not the ruling government. So many people allow we all sit down and wait. In which grounds they want come sentence Mohammed Kamaraimba Mansare?
I don't understand what they talk again. Whose grounds do they want sentence? They don't close the case down.
Even that they say because you don't get evidence, you close case. What they can sentence for?
I not say one thing because now the judge say no one for see any doctor or the medical report. I not say one thing where they go say it they run from justice. It run from the law. And in actual fact, when you get case in a court and you run from the law, it means say you guilty. But this case, it not they run from the law. It's sick and it's seriously sick. Things and they for effect that. For sure say it really sick. But now they then go and say it they run from the law. That is why they say there no one for see any doctor or medical report concerning this issue. Now they the case done, my brother. What do you expect again? The caretaker don't tell an attorney general. Attorney general don't pass message to the chief justice. Chief justice don't pass message
to the judge.
To the judge and to the registrar. Pim, case done, case closed. What again? When they say case closed, what do you want again? But I know one thing where I can always say, you know today, you know tomorrow. Or you say again, today for you, tomorrow for me. Yeah? If you feel, say, you know, I be the watch a post where Amadou Lamanaba do from I call him from AYV. It be just they give reference to former caretaker, you know. The time where instead be they travel, they come, for example, you go see supporter and they go shaking hand. Somebody go inside plane, they want for snap with all of this thing. It say incident a plane they come with the caretaker, the former caretaker. They announce and pass almost them. Nobody no graph for can't take photo or waiting. All man sit down. If he ain't been caretaker, then they go. So all man they want they come because they want favor for mom. So waiting down they simply means it means say when you in an office, not feel say you did it forever. You just get for do the right thing for tomorrow. That right thing they go work out with you. If you do bad thing, when you then at them public thing and they people in fact before they sit down with you quietly, then they can meet you for intimidate you. Because that's now waiting at the seed where you sow. You understand? Anyway, I think we still there inside the legal system, the judiciary. So if that be the case, let me go into the recent thing we come up again. Yeah, this one come up yesterday. Yeah, come up yesterday. Look at this thing, my brother and sister them. This na letter wey come out from that woman. But before we go into this letter, I think one thing where I want to remind we all of again, na the interview where Charles Magai being give to 98.1, it been get lots of information. If you so desire, and if you think say you get interest into this, I would really like for we first of all, before we talk about Basita, let me go back and listen to this interview where Charles Magai being give to Radio Democracy, and let me understand waiting the law say concerning this, because we get different interpretation. But in the meantime, let me go and listen first to Charles Magai briefly, and then we'll come back and talk about Basita.
As a union, I believe say for put me thoughts on paper on a topic we get for do with the suspension of one of the people them where this country depend on for work transparent manner. So now my thoughts on paper, because I don't think to so many contributions on this issue, and I don't watch people then they talk on television, and I don't read the article where my colleague write, Francis Gabidon, where I get a lot of respect for. And I also see people then they criticize some of the things we say rather unfortunately. So now I make us say at least make put my own thoughts on paper so that we will educate people then on this all important issue.
Magai, waiting at this, your thoughts where you write, but because we don't see a lot of explanation only come from different angles after that suspension day, where especially gets for do with the sign of the constitution, where people on the quote and they explain as to waiting they understand on this section 119 subsection 9 of the Constitution, Act number 6.
Right. Unfortunately, they come in broken, the line not so clear, but from which I gather from which you say, make us say straight away that I know they protect any particular individual or institution their interest contribute as a Sierra Leonean and as one of the most senior lawyers in the country. And since this whole topical issue hinge on legal interpretation, I believe they do a disservice to this nation if I not come in with my ideas. Make us say straight away, Lawyer Gabidon quite right, where he say the president get the right for hire and fire. The issue here not to whether the president get the right for hire or fire. Now the manner way he go about suspending them two people there, yeah, now that's not the issue. And now that me address. And also whether in fact Napoleon will initiate this whole thing by writing that letter on the 8th of November 2021 to the Chief Justice, when I am the chairman of the Judicial and Legal Service Commission, get any legal authority for write such a letter. I mean, make a talk and straight. The Constitution, Section 64 of the Constitution, 9 creates the office of the Attorney General and Minister of Justice. Conjunctive, not disjunctive. In other words, they are not separated. The only authority we can separate them are Parliament, and until Parliament separates them, they remain one single entity. And if you read the Constitution, no provision out there where they talk about Deputy Justice Minister or Deputy Attorney General. Even if that were to be the case, you get certain prerequisites where you get for satisfied. That is to say, before you can become a Deputy Attorney General and Minister of Justice, you for done at least qualify for being a justice of the Supreme Court. We rather, unfortunately, Napoleon is far from that threshold.
So, Mr.
Because
Magai,
just for 20 years.
Mr. Magai,
yes.
As you stated earlier, you say you are one of the senior lawyers them na the country. Now let we look at the legitimacy of the office of the president suspending then 2 people here. From the background where you get as a lawyer, and also you don't serve as in the capacity as Attorney General na the country. Any legitimate reason they, as per the Constitution, for let the office of the president suspend then 2 people here?
Sorry, come again. I think the line they come in broken. Come again.
So I ask from the law background where you get, and yes. You also serve as Attorney General. In this yes. case where the office of the president suspended 2 people here, illegitimate?
Yes. No, it's not legitimate at all. It's unfortunate, and me not blame the president. Much as the president can get an option for do waiting right. You see, when you're not president, you get so many people then we're ready for give you advice and for serve you, not necessarily as minister. I mean, as president, you get friends with our lawyers, you get friends with our judges. So when legal matters again where arise, especially sensitive ones, them, me go expect the president to go outside of officialdom, call 1 or 2 of them one way he trust, within that profession, we get idea, we go give them honest advice. Because the stage where we don't reach now, the only option where the president gets for save this situation, now for withdraw that or suspension. And always good when you na president, you take a decision, you go forward, then you come backwards. Give a very good image. So in future, me go advise them outside of officialdom, like the Attorney General, when are the Chief Legal Advisor, you get other people, then very senior, highly qualified, reputable lawyers or judges. Tell them, say, "Bona this," then don't tell me, waiting are your opinion. Then based on waiting, they say, at the end of the day, now you get for take the decision. But in this case, there is no other way other than withdrawing the letter of suspension and do the right thing.
We seem as a country if we don't pass that stage of withdrawing the letter, because we see last night State House also issue a release outside and put names of people where the president already don't appoint for serve now the capacity for open the tribunal for set the investigation against the people where they on suspension. What are your advice at this stage?
Well, you see, that one is wrong. You see, because the Constitution very clear as to when the president can suspend. Because you can only suspend when you don't set up the tribunal. Now, when you don't set up the tribunal, so as to ensure, say, transparency go there, prejudice not go there, now you they suspend. But they suspend before you set up the tribunal. And even with that you don't set up the tribunal, you can still go on for withdrawing your suspension if the circumstances so warrant.
All right.
Because that they did in section 137, subsection 6 of the Constitution. It says, beside the question of removal of a judge, in this case, the Auditor General and Deputy from office don't arise, and the President don't refer the matter to a committee for investigation, and the President can suspend the judge from performing the functions of the office, in this case, the Auditor General, and any such suspension can at any time be revoked by the President and shall in any case cease to have effect if the tribunal recommends to the President that the judge or the Auditor General not for be removed. So he gets the power under the Constitution, section 137, subsection 6, for withdraw that letter of suspension, especially when the public don't express a negative viewpoint of the precipitous nature of the suspension. In other words, they act before time.
We go. All right.
Well,
so I think say this thing is very clear now. most of the case we don't know because we don't see this caretaker don't they bought plenty ball them over the bar. We don't know if he really not take advice from people them. Like for example, we've been seeing for example Fatima in plenty case then they will they come and do certain things them where they not supposed to do. So because they want the way they near them all, they fear for tell them waiting at the right thing. Or if then they tell themselves they not go listen because as far as in concerned they on top of the game, it taking position bigger than any other thing. So we don't know how it's like in the case of this. If then they advise them, because we even see something the way we need for to take note of. The Attorney General and the Minister of Justice not to write this letter. So who knows, one way or the other, is either this man don't advise this man say, no, please not do this thing. Let me wait and do this and do this and do this, but he not take. So waiting we see happen. The Secretary General for the Sierra Leone People's Party, when the Deputy Minister of Justice, now here we see end up for write this letter. So who that know if it listen to advice, when the right person way for advice or it listen to the one them where only belongs to in party where it feels say then go guide them out he go satisfy. Because I will take example. This whole thing started with the financial secretary. Yeah? Now he start this whole thing. Now the first person will come out and begin for point finger by the Auditor General. In as much as letter them be done, they will tell Auditor General say, okay, you exempted from this single treasury account. Now he come out again and say no, and even then get a letter now say all of this thing for come out inside the treasury account. Because now the whole thing begin. That is to say, the Auditor General and the audit service they get money from other side. Well, like when they do other auditing, so the copper way then they get, then they able for do they use them as running cost for the institution. You know, so now this money now, then they want to use against them as one way say it be they perform, you know, where I not supposed to perform. And it be they mix by yuki business inside where they do in work. You understand? Because this now the thing we say professional misconduct and all. So this now the things that we will get for look. Because sometimes when you talk by the dog, not forget for talk by the bone. Because we know say when SLPP, the supporters then they on top of the game, the caretaker just they go now their own side, especially when it can for do the chairman, the secretary and others, when are big people them inside the party. So we don't know because we not see this letter come from the Attorney General in CSF at all.
Well, all this now just for make people we no understand or people we understand but then they make like they don't understand. May they see the roots, how all the things here they cook. You know, one thing, me brother, where they say sometimes we caretaker, it can be saying advisors and the advisor, but no, let me tell you something, the caretaker will get, not only listen caretaker. Now, man, when you feel say, he can do the only advisor where I feel say, na best advisor, na man. In fact, you not to advisor. I can always say pronouncer for me, you commander, because for anything where that woman they command them for do, and they do with immediate effect. So the advisors them are just a protocol, but not there for do the work. Because beyond not the kind caretaker where they listen to nobody, as I said, the only person they listen to na a woman, na in a commander. So this now we had for we all. We sister they say we make sense, we get sense, oh pull her under. Sister admin. You know, they say big person not able run, but it's a bit hide. When you sabi wash your hand, you able eat with big people them. My sister, we know stay away when I see them big so they're long. Who they smell something far. So
I don't understand, I lost.
You know, you go get. You know, when you lost, you go get. So now that, my sister, the problem now in this now salon for we all. But we still there inside the matter as we get plenty of them inside the basket today for this cause. Thanks very much to we brother Arun Samura as he don't come back and give we $10. Thank you. We don't say you used to, yes. But maybe I will not be there yesterday. Make I tell them the information. Arun, the super sticker, not a problem. But right now, Sister Administrator don't run away from the super sticker because we had a channel the 2 years and the birthday gift na camera one by way cost with all the other thing them 6 gram up yesterday. We don't lay them to we family members them say we want 3 grand with a 3,000 from una we the team they afford the other 3,000. So let's tell you, one they get at them, let you send us again for send there.
All right. Thank you very much. So now we move, yeah? As we did talk about this whole thing, something that will happen on the BBC, we see the International Audit Something organization we get an interview with BBC. So this one, where now the let's just look exactly the chairperson for the International Organization of Supreme Audit Institution. Okay, so now we listen to this interview how it been go like na the BBC on the issue of the Auditor General, yeah? When they come back just now.
She was suspended before the panel was actually established. And none of the reasons that have come forth so far in terms of her misconduct and performance indicates that it is any gross misconduct of her duty, which is what is basically there for her sacking in the Constitution.
But the government is investigating a civil servant. It has the right to do that, surely? Or are you implying, or by your action, saying that the government of Sierra Leone has no basis upon which to be suspicious of anything that Ms. Lara Taylor-Pierce may have done?
Obviously, the government has the right to investigate its civil servants. At the same time, for a supreme audit institution like the Audit Office of Sierra Leone to be independent, the Auditor General needs to have immunity in the discharge of her duties. And we have principles guarding best practices for independent supreme audit institutions. And as I said, we have not seen anything in the arguments that have been put forward suggesting gross misconduct. So we would also like the government to actually come out in the open with the reasons and the rationale behind this.
And are you suspicious of the government in this regard? Do you think that they have no reason or no basis?
Well, having known Lara and her high standing and her track record, I'm in no doubt that she is a person of incredible integrity and courage. We've seen her over many years challenging the government through her investigations and audit reports. And as I said, the timing of this, just ahead of the release of the 2020 audit report, where also stories that have been in the media of Sierra Leone suggest that there is corruption and mismanagement, is highly opportunistic and suspicious.
You've made a very strong call here. Why are you taking it so seriously as the International Organization of Supreme Audit Institutions?
We are unfortunately seeing around the world that democratic backsliding is happening in a lot of countries, and that the audit offices and independent oversight is being challenged increasingly. So for us, it's extremely important to fight for the principles of independent oversight and be very clear on what we expect in terms of that. And for us, what is happening now in Sierra Leone, as I said, is extremely concerning.
So what are the implications for Sierra Leone if the government refuses to budge?
Well, if the Auditor General is ultimately fired, I think it sends a very strong signal that in Sierra Leone, independent oversight is not welcomed. And also, I mean, reporting from the media of Sierra Leone, it's very clear to us that the audit service basically stands out as one of the few organizations that still have been managed to remain independent and provide independent oversight during these years. So I think it would send a very, very strong and bad signal.
That's Enna Gorison from the International Organization of Supreme Audit Institutions. And we approached the government of Sierra Leone for a response, and a spokesperson told us, said they'd rather wait for the official investigation to conclude before responding.
Yes, I know. They're not go. Normally, how we can tell for the government, anytime where they not to get strong thing for argue on, where they feel say then are the weak part of the case, they're not the comment. But anytime where you see say they get, the game plan inside them, now the 10 are then force the one for comments, or then are they defend possible for interview them. So now you are waiting the International Organization of Supreme Audit Institution talk about here. They say this. Simply the try for show say the same strong signal to the world say we're not ready for accountability and other things them. It means say that talk all the talk about this and that. We not serious about them at all. Because according to them, the reports them where it don't they get from local media organizations them, is simply they show you say this now the number one or now the only or now one of the strong, if I'm not to one of, now the only strong accountability institution this way or left. So if they tamper with her now, then tamper with the independence of farm, then they are the way out if a work. How if a work as serious institution, then tamper with time means say the government not really serious about the accountability where they try to talk about. And one thing we talk about is say he don't know this woman when a lot of payers for plenty years, and he don't see how he's serious by in work, and how he don't show say he in a person way he credible, he not a mix by anything for make sure say he dirty in hand at all. So this now one way for show you now say even the international audit firm them, you know, they follow this thing closely and it will get for mean serious thing for them because members say some of their organizations also get influence in certain things them where they happen around the world, especially where it comes to accountability. I rest for now.
Well, really, something they doubt me because I think say this now other bigger organization with an international organization, Supreme Audit Institution. You understand? These are people where themselves they link up with other big organizations them, whether they give all their reports here, but we had how we not ready for accountability. It's due to the things them where they happen right now we had. But I don't know the magic whether people had they pass, whether they jubilate of scorecard for the MCC.
I not cut you word. When we talk about this scorecard, you don't ever they ask say what's not the methodology where they use, or they ask say who they then talk to for let we get them pass mark there. You ever ask? You ever?
But I make I said it out
because anytime where something they in their own favor, they're not care, not just in celebration and jubilation. But anytime where that thing they question them on the area of accountability, rule of law, corruption and all. Now the time then go begin ask you, who that you talk to? You know remember what happened with the EU report?
But of course.
Fine.
So this is not the problem. This is not the problem. Scorecard, MCC. We really don't know. We really don't know how them guys are they go, or whether they have them paint them like this kind of fake paint, where they go with. But when you come at the ground, the things them where they happen, the things them where then they install at the ground, it's totally different with the way how then they paint them. But I don't know, maybe because they get the mind for spend salon money that way where they want to spend. And we don't know if maybe they get people where they not pay people them where they help them for paint them this kind of way for make them able to get that kind of image.
Sometimes the Bible with you sharp cutlass, I can ask you say, I wonder, I tell you say cutlass don't batter. I don't tell you that day one thing. Because the question now not supposed to be that day. All right.
Why?
You're not supposed to ask that question. I see somebody they message me and I possibly always they admire in program them. Anyway, you're not supposed for the be that way. Yeah, for the ask then kind of question in the waiting the African Express say. They not tell you say them people here they pay media organization, they pay people them where they launder, where means say where they try for clean up their image internationally.
But
not
that's the problem.
Not all this now the easy we make all tell we caretaker. But all the travel they travel. All we take end up and say and they go for clean the image. You know the area. So waiting China about the talk in the African Express, plus waiting then they confirm, you know different no. Now just matter of 1 + 1 is equals to 2. You do the math and make sure say you put the thing together. That is why here so we can always tell you say when you listen, make sure say you listen with all your attention, listen to every word. Then you work the math for yourself. If you see the game open, the plan open, then people are not able to cover themselves. Now themselves they disgrace themselves.
Well, this now ain't the problem. So I wonder how them people really get plan for ruling furthermore with this kind of way that they do. Because if you're not fit for try to do something, whenever they try to clean your image, yeah, by right, you for begin from the ground. You for begin from the ground. But if you did the dirty you ground and then you go over and for go clean your image, I wonder. You say you wear white, but the boxer when they under you, it's dirty, and at the end of the day, you get for go to swimming pool, for go pull the clothes and the trousers. Now this box I get for swim with.
You sabi how ashes can behave? When you take boku ashes, now you only ashes so. Before you go to safu, let go put outside for put am. You begin the run with them. You don't sweep fine. They begin the run with them. What thing they happen? You know the dirty back outside you don't sweep.
Return.
You the dirty back outside you don't sweep. Now they do so.
Yeah.
Then people here, instead of they say you meet the water dirty, you know what they say to you jump inside. You don't dirty and pass mark now. We know say
Papa,
things
you be tell we say make we trust the process.
But now then they squander the progress of the process. So you see, then tell we say we trust the process. But whose process now for trust? The bad processing? This plant it don't rot, you know. It really don't rot. Okay, if we don't reach to this point, we don't hear Charles Magai, we don't hear the BBC, the international, I call it again, you know, auditing organization. Now, let me go now. One lawyer, seasoned lawyer, where, you know, a young lawyer, where don't they do some things then, it don't they try for do certain things then for make sure say the system of the rule of law work, the system of the judicial system, it really go on how it's supposed to go. Well, we see inside this young woman decide for come out from the Judicial and Legal Service Commission. It say, you know, mix again, no, you know, mix pa Rikishi Dabaru. You know, mix pa then kind idle business there so. So in the commodity, because nobody know they can dirty am. He say nobody know the dirty am at all. Well, before we read this, I still hold on to this. It go fine for let we know who that na this person. Waiting it be done the do. One popular side way I go remember you for this particular woman. Now one of the first people in this way begin come out and talk the truth, especially who side them as the leaders they. You remember Bintu Mane 3? Okay.
Yeah.
So if that be the case, let we listen Basita where it been the try for address or talk about the issues them, where the government they do things them and then they talk about other things that we not connive or we not relate or we not get anything. Or I don't understand the other word. We not get nothing for do. Okay, their action is different from the words. Yeah, when me say then they talk this, but then they do different things. Let me listen to Basita as it been talk. They address them now the Bintu Mane conference, yeah, the Bintu Mane 3 conference where this government says be all they did 2. Let me listen this when they come back just now.
All the long-standing problems still entrenched in our society. We have added another problem, which is making things even worse, which is taking us backwards and not forward. And what is that? It is the seeming policy of division and exclusion, marginalization of a certain group. That is not good for business. The political instability and tension is not encouraging investment. Division on tribal lines does not consolidate peace. It perpetuates resentment. Now, yesterday in the opening statement of our leaders, we were inspired in so many ways that we saw that our leaders for the first time admitting to faults and willing to take responsibility. But we also see that there is a big gap between rhetoric and reality. We are preaching peace, yet we are undermining those institutions that foster peace. We can give countless examples, but I don't want to bore you right now with examples. Let me just mention a few. You cannot preach peace and you're sacking people who are guaranteed with security of tenure under the Constitution and the statute. You cannot preach peace and you impose a speaker on parliament against the majority party in parliament. We cannot preach peace when it seems like appointments are being done on tribal lines. We cannot preach peace when we are depriving access to justice of the hearing of political cases by opposition or otherwise, and even by the Sierra Leone Bar Association.
Well, of course, we had a key fine for make we get people like this. If really we get people and we're able to face the reality, where they not hesitate for nothing when it comes to talk for make things go before, like that kind of people here, we get them 5, 6 now we had. I think we had they go before. But here is the case, the hypocrites them boku pass the one them we get mind for talk like this. It did always in this woman talk a clear and in the happen, and it still they happen, and it not even ready for stop it for happen. Nothing not they able to change. Where you then you gonna you marginalize other people them, you they provoke other group, then you say you they preach peace. You say you they preach peace, just like what this woman say. You they sack people them. Now the various working place them where you meet them, just because they're in opposition. The caretaker be always say they bring changes and bring peace for we. If not already in a pieces, this man means say they bring. You know they can't impose Shekabundu naked boy video for win a parliament. In the same time, you they preach peace. You go pull members of parliament and forcefully for make you get the majority no more. Now the parliament, we are in way one for can pass you bad laws them. Nobody not able to stand against them. Now just I concur. And now in with the 6 sorts today. That's not the reason we make this caretaker go ahead and pull the members of parliament them. Now this man in government, we see that they pull member of parliament. It they replace that particular constituency with no election. Caretaker be not get that quality no more. If this caretaker not ready for bring Wahala na this nation again as it used to be, I believe say all the things they are, this man not for do them. And as soon as it come to power, it starts all the things where this woman don't outline. And it still they continue for do them in 4 years where it go pursue right now. Because maybe if now the 1 year where it's on 2 years and we'll say, okay, maybe when the power now maybe they full or it change. But no changes up to now. Here comes the problem. Which piece we caretaker bio one for install na salon or one for restore na salon? If nobody's caretaker not even meet opposition them, we're patient. Trust me, the people that we see what they happen in other country them. By this time, this is what they talk, not for talk. But it happens say the opposition they right now will get now we are. They're so patient and kind. But that no means say this man for continue for bully incompetence so because you go push somebody, you push him, he reach now the world tomorrow. He not get no side again for go. When he bounce, it get very, very bad. And we pray for make that thing not happen. So waiting at the peace where caretaker bio really they preach that we had. Una help me back. Because for me, I don't know. And I know they see the peace, I know they see the oneness where they try for preach. Now division and other problems they no more I see. It just can put now we country will not ever get. Shebe piano sounds.
Okay, sorry. I said this man is supposed to be the unifier because in the constitution, now he is supposed to bring people them together. But unfortunate for say this now complete or total mismatch now we get to. Instead of him be the unifier, in any divide people and any lead the divide in the country. Me, I never see caretaker. They talk in language when they address even local people in the community. But this man, anytime he go to the east or the south, he must make sure he take high number percentage of MINNIE. This now the person where for see all the political party them. He try for bring them together, but this one it as well they see the fair way for let it divide people them. So when people in the fight, he go pay attention to the thief. Let me go back to what Basita say. If they talk about tenure of office, basically then they try for talk about the how you call them, the anti-corruption commissioner, yeah, and other people. But now we see say this man not ready for change. As we the sleep and wake now, the more the worst. Because if they do something, they give a chance, if they do and back. Repeat after me. If they do something, they give a chance, if they do and back. This woman talk say the tenure of office, this man they violate them. It they remove people them even when get tenure of office. Basically, when they say tenure of office, like in right now, that is why most times I can tell you say, let me respect the tenure of office and let me wait for election. If you want for vote them out, you vote them out. But not bring any kind means for say, oh, pull them by this ten. No, it's not nice. Now, in this man they do so right now. Like for example, the how you call them? If for example they say this office, the person where they head them now 5 years if for take. If for take 5 years, as long as it not do anything bad, if for take 5 years. But because of political reason, this man they pull them. And interestingly, when he talk about the commissioner, anti-corruption commissioner, he talk say this man here, if he then at the other side, he need for being can person we go understand them. He need for being person we understand in manifesto. Waiting in manifesto, waiting in aim, waiting day inside day. Of course, we all see waiting at the manifesto now as the manifest himself. This man, it is sack people them based on them surname them. Not to today we begin see how we don't bring evidence again and again. We not they continue for bring them repeat after me because as we bring at the program they long just like that. And we want time for go, you get the points and quick and then we come out. Let you think of and process them inside yourself very well. We want you for stay with we from the start to the ending. We don't want you for go halfway you drop off. Because when you begin, you watch something half you come out. That means say not interesting. We want let this thing not to for lay interesting, but you want you forget the message at all time. That is why we always make sure say we talk, then we bring something where they back up with the talk. Because we not just want for the studio the scene for be the talk like that. No. Okay, you don't hear it for yourself. We don't need for waste time on this woman. It don't speak for himself. Now let me go. If this woman waiting it talk, if himself they follow the thing them, if it stand by in word, if he see the hits na the kitchen like caretaker say, if it move away for let him body not born. Waiting that they mean. If he see system outside in the work, the system don't rot in it, the smell it, the pull tumbu. Like where one woman we be the talk boy about, he say the tumbu are commoting. If you see the tumbu are commoting, you will still sit on there or you do come out. Let we can see now waiting it do. If it follow waiting at the thing where it actually they say. I open at the see and find from the screen. Now he write a letter on the 18th of November 2021, the 18th that's my first thing. He addressed him to the secretary to the President State House Freetown. He said, dear sir, he make reference, he said letter of resignation from the Judicial and Legal Service Commission. He say this letter, it the right time because it they resign. Yeah? Let me see what he say. He say, I hereby tender my resignation as member of the above mentioned. He say, he they give a resignation. Yeah? It tell them, say, he don't resign, he don't mix again from this commission where he been member of, when are the Judicial and Legal Service Commission. He say inside the last two meetings them, where the commission hold concerning the setting up, that's for concerning the tribunal where them for set up, for make them go look into the alleged misconduct. That means they let them look into the way how the government, like where the government say this woman mix pan or in deputy mix pan kuku jumuku yuku business, they mix pan waiting and call again. Say they not get the master sabi again for do their work. then they mix their work with other things then. He said this tribunal where they set up for look into this allegation of the Auditor General and one of in deputy. He said it gets question about the independence of this commission where INSSF the data the Judicial and Legal Service Commission. He said in that this particular decision don't make it get question whether this particular commission independent and whether its ability for make it do the right thing will be meaningful, for make it do the right thing and contribute to the country meaningfully, it will still able for do am. Let's read this part here in English so I will process that one. It says, I am of the firm belief that in the absence of the presentation of any allegations of misconduct to the commission, it ought not to have agreed to the setting up of the tribunal. Listen, wetin he say. He say, because they not get, he say, in belief say, because they not get anything when they present say this na the allegation against this person, and not see any reason why they for look into this woman in business. You understand? If I the mistake small particle, forgive me, me not too much waiting. I just want for lay people them understand waiting in the try for say. He say in belief say if they not get any reason or they not get evidence when they go give say na this na the evidence. We make the one for set up the tribunal, we make the one for suspend them. Well, in no belief say, then need for set up this thing for look into this action when they accuse this woman for. He say it ought not to have agreed to the setting up of the tribunal. You see, if you not get evidence, then I not feel say the commission, this commission will do so for agree for make them set up the tribunal. But for God's sake, what you set up tribunal for? You know, bring evidence. Even them na the commission self not get the evidence yet. They not show them say this na the reason. No, we make we want for pull this. We make we set them up. We make we make this tribunal. He say the commission not for be don't agree for letting them set up this tribunal. He say I was also dissatisfied with the process of the selection of the member of the tribunal. That means he not glad with the member them where them put. Yesterday we come and tell you about the member them where them put at the tribunal. We tell you say last see two of the members them one day where they work as consultants na the ministry of justice, na the Attorney General office. Then the other one day where they work directly na the Attorney General and Minister of Justice in your private law firm. When mean say, then two people here, then the answer yes, sir, to the Attorney General and Minister of Justice. And guess what? Who that lay complaint concerning this? Now the Attorney General and Minister of Justice, the office. So, how you boss, when they give you bread and butter, they lay complaint, for they look into somebody, you go give boss wrong. It's not possible. You want forget you want for dinner the good book of your boss. So the question yesterday, even when Augustine, so he said, he say, if he not feel say, then go able to give this woman the fear he having. When me say, they not go treat her well inside this. But for God's sake, now 3 people them, 2 of them, they answer yes, sir, to the Attorney General. You just get 1. And normally, when then 3 judges, then 3 people, and when a member of the tribunal is sit down, 2 for tie, elect the all 3 not tie. Once 2 don't tie, now then they go with the winning. So if the chairperson in your own idea different, then 2 their idea are the same as we see and party idea because they only the fit for the party interest. What do you expect for come out of this? Now loss for the Attorney General. But sometimes they want bone the way they can say they call an anonymous like kidney or tenny bone. Then they ask for personal truth. And they look forward for see if now so the Auditor General go talek. Let's continue for read. Waiting he say. He say, please convey my appreciation to His Excellency the President for the opportunity to serve my country and for the confidence reposed in me. So when you don't explain all of this, he feel disappointed and all. Now he tell the press secretary say, he say, let it pass a message to the caretaker. Say, he tell and thank you for the opportunity where he gave for make he go able for serve in country and the confidence when the caretaker been get for let it get that position they for serving country. Yeah. So this now the woman it copy different people them. The Chief Justice name the normal now. So you can see on the board or the blackboard or the screen I call her normal now. So you see, this woman not only they talk about national issue, but it's as well they talk and they follow in word. Remember waiting he talk, it say now retrospect. It means say the government they talk this thing and then they do different thing. Well, this woman is not so. Waiting he talk, waiting he preach now that all. Now he follow and do. When something not right, he not follow him at all. My brother, arrest.
Well, I think you don't address the whole issue. You know, we can always talk about people we care about their credibility. I think this woman are one panel. Not so all man mix for that midnight dance. You know? But excuse me, now you they see other people we not care about their own credibility. They wait till they want to work no more they want to. Like they see bad things them they happen, then they happy. They don't know say caretaker I don't know that strictly safe. Wait on to other person today, you go feel say now the best way smile to you. But the way they turn back to you, now they say, no, the decision where this woman take, for me, I'm really proud and add for respect them. If not so, we they treat them so-called caretaker there, I think that they take people for being serious. You know, this woman don't look the whole thing, it feels say, this kind of way they go don't make sense. And before he can't do that kind of the dirty himself, he believes say government in, government out. Without this money appointment, if he work with clean hand, tomorrow, if other person come, he still a get If he even left we are, they go to other man country, he will get home. But now how most people who get now we are, when they think of this?
They pay money sweet so, then they pay them big money.
That's the problem. And most people, when they think of this, when they think about their credibility, because the caretaker, they already get, the caretaker be right now, when they do the worst thing and so, who no ever see. You know, he said they go and clean the image, in the dirty image past all thing. In your image, I used to say the dirty, they say they go and clean the image. Arrest me, case me, brother. I can't keep myself.
We need for a black case, though, but I'll go other side. All right, please, if you just join with this now, a program we had. And my name is Sembe Pierre, the freedom fighter.
And me, Nabegure Kablai from the north.
All right, please, if you just join me again and you're not subscribed yet, if it's the first time you join me, please hit the subscribe button on YouTube and turn on the notification bell with the word all. 90% of what we talk about get for do with the government and what we consider for be bad things to the people of the country. 10% get for do with the opposition and any other business. Please, over 400 and something the people who watch we now one go on our YouTube. We just got 100 and something like. Please give it 300 likes now, please. Thank you very much. We appreciate you so much. And you don't share and like. We tell you plenty. Thank you. You will watch. Tell you plenty. Thank you. You don't leave your comments. Thank you very much. We appreciate you so much. Facebook, voila. Thank you very much. 196 likes or reaction. And we don't get plenty shares them and plenty comments. We appreciate you so much. Please do more. May more people discover the channel and able for heard them voice inside the program. Not forget, say every Sunday and Wednesday, 3 p.m. Salon time, we get with normal program where we can do what we call Now for Blow Your Mind. The truth
you get for saying. And no matter what, the truth you get for saying.
Try save
Can save the future. The truth you get for saying. And no matter what, the truth you get for saying. Come blow your mind.
So this na program basically where you the call, you know, for let you not feel say now we the make up the calls them. God bless the management. They're able for make we get a system where they project you call. If you want for call audio call on WhatsApp, you welcome. If you want for call video call on WhatsApp, you welcome. You they see yourself people and they see and no say not to we the make up voices them for yourself or set up people them. So please join this program and talk about waiting the money you. Waiting they go on inside the country where the money you. We just try for go according to waiting the Truth and Reconciliation Commission say. Where it say when people and talk, waiting they happen inside there. Waiting the money them, it they reduce the problem where that will get for cause. Because remember then say smoke, it let you hide and take it come out. And in some cases where you keep smoke, take where they come out now and don't out fire. So we don't want that at all. So we give you the platform for let you blow your mind. So please join me every Sunday and Wednesday, 3 p.m. Salon time. Okay, we move on to another issue.
We fly.
Waiting the happen na kono. Waiting the happen na kono.
Another big and broad issue from Bulem.
I think say Kono people don't surprise me. I think say the Kono Peking then surprise me.
Because they don't know their rights.
I say, waiting the happen now, Kono. Okay, we can normally like for build the foundation. Who say all things before anything, nothing all the way they happen. One go. It must not begin small. Then say small pin and the soak draws, ain't it? So if that be the case, let we first begin. Who the lie begin for the people in Akono with regards their light business and all. We come back just now.
That's where she'll say this commodity has to be available for the use myself.
That's also a very good question. And if I may answer that question again, I want to reassure the people of Kono. Now we're in 2019, not so. And they assure her, and I want to put me aside. Before the end of 2020, Kono will get uninterrupted 24 hours light. That is an assurance that they give Kono. And the reason to make a do this reassurance, I want for Leona self to do an independent investigation. Now go to Bombe substation. As I said earlier, 2 weeks ago, we sent most of the engineers there. They don't can't wait to call line survey. Because now we can run a 33 kV line from the 225 kV substation at Bombe right for contaminated inside corridor. They don't get two routes. One of the routes about 16 kilometers. The other line is about 23 kilometers. So now they do the line drawing now, for let me get that drawing by the end of next week after the new year. So we go see who's
this commodity has to be available for the use myself.
That's also a very good question. And if I may answer that question again, I want to reassure the people of Kono. Now we're in 2019, not so. And they assure her, and I want to put me aside. Before the end of 2020, Kono will get uninterrupted 24 hours light. That is an assurance that they give Kono. And the reason to make a do this reassurance, I want for Leona self to do an independent investigation. Now go to Bombe substation. As I said earlier, 2 weeks ago, we sent most of the engineers there. They don't can't wait to call line survey. Because now we can run a 33 kV line from the 225 kV substation at Bombe right for contaminated inside corridor. They don't get two routes. One of the routes about 16 kilometers. The other line is about 23 kilometers. So now they do the line drawing now, for let me get that drawing by the end of next week after the new year. So we go see who's one we can able for like accept, and then they work on the line as quickly as possible. So not so now we link the 225 to the 33 network now, so the problem of electricity at Kono is solved. It's not only for Kono, even for Bo and Kenema. It's the same thing we don't do this as well as a decision. So for giving this kind of reassurance, the government gets Kono people at heart. And there's no way we will continue for play with Kono people. Because we know what the Kono people are before we. Especially in the runoff during the last year election. Had it not been for the Kono people, trust me, I think it would be not difficult for me. So now we're very grateful for the Kono people. And we will assure us, we will do all in with power for ensure that the Kono people will bring smiles into their faces with respect to energy access and energy supply.
Thank you so much.
Go.
Well, of course, now this week you always excel now. You know, when you get the house, the air in the house don't bend. Whatever attitude that air they get, if you don't take care, take hands on now. now the same thing. The same way out here take a building lie, now so it gets people them inside the SLP, then they lie like liar. From 2020 and 2019, sorry, whether people here can inside 2018, then begin lie per week. Can inside 2019, then continue the lie. This person when they talk to us from somebody, oh, we know they can tell you position like them.
I think I'll be minister, sure, or deputy, I don't know.
But now from somebody at the SLPP. But I already tell you, SLPP divided into two right now. You get the power where now I always say a squad because the way of doing, they define them for the government people in a squad. Then they just do some people. So that's how it's just a process, not get mind for you. Yeah. Well, this now once as a member of the squad, when we come inside corner and can't talk them. When I say I go and program for encourage people like not to be una because for we and I mean we play with now they make from embedding foot side to the side, from embedding corner to the other corner, from the center of the debate to the pillow, on the lights that they begin put on from in nose to in knee, from in knee to in ace, lights the day. You know that people are some of them people they are now. This are just not talking. I say if we get people now, we are the way they care about their credibility in their own political career, it go fine. But some of these guys are just shameless people that they don't want to know what will happen tomorrow. They don't care if after this government come out, any other government come, they don't care for their recommendation, or they don't even care if any recommendation therefore come out there for them. They don't care again. Waiting and care about the green and the present couple brown develop where they waiting self. So some of these guys like waiting the woman when the commander to caretaker when Fatima Bio talk no more say inside the SLPP then get educated full STEM. Now some of the guys them this. Honestly speaking, no hard feelings.
People them we get masters, doctor, this there, but then very empty. Anyway, like all you do.
They will call them Yobon there as the commander.
So if what about if you call them job lot? Okay. So
you know, the guy he really knows what he talk na lie, but he allow it confidence and dignity, like how the imposter is.
So now they can say he lie with impunity. Okay, hold on. So after 2019, when they mean say early 2020, then people are don't get uninterrupted power supply. You know happen no? Well, yesterday the mayor been team up right in front of the caretaker. In a politician, the caretaker and a politician, we let for bring come to you different angle and for let you understand how the story unfold. So in the meantime, let me go now and listen first to the mayor. Waiting even they say the mayor of the Koidu New Sembel City Council, yeah. When they come back just now, please take note of everything, especially the end part of what they say.
Your Excellency, sir, since I assumed office as a mayor, the Koidu New Sembel City Council has strived to development, has strived to deliver services to its citizens with a little available resources, both from central government and also revenue generated, including funds received from development partners, private sectors, and individuals. Central government has been consistent in disbursing funds as approved in the annual budget. And today, we have constructed 73 culverts and 3 bridges within the city through funds received from RMFA. These culverts link different communities. Establish a sustainable waste management department with funds received from DP. We are now constructing a market at Kwayo. It is believed that these accomplishments are contributing to the achievement of government set priorities in the medium-term development plan. A plan we all must achieve together as a government, irrespective of level of participation. Fellow citizens, it is good to remind and inform everyone that Koidu City has long yearned to have a clock tower. Several leaders opted to, but we are unable. Today, under my leadership and with the support of His Excellency the President, retired Brigadier Julius Maada Bio, and particularly
one country, one people. Do ya una stop? The people the way they perfect and una stop. Una stop. One country.
And particularly our sister, Her Excellency Madam Fatima Bio. We have constructed a clock tower and the people call it the Diamond Tower. In addition, the Star Point at Takoro Junction was constructed by Her Excellency Fatima Bio. This has also added to the picture of the city. Sir, Kono is a beneficiary of the free quality education. It has helped many to access education across the district, irrespective of affiliation or location. Your Excellency, sir, it will surprise you to know that our school, the Great Bowl School, is just 4 years older than the UMC school in Jama, Kono, has been without a public university for 111 years. You are now the only one who have come to take this reproach by bringing the university, the expectation of the Kono people together. Thank you so much, sir. Your Excellency, however, the achievements that we are facing Kono need the various things that are measured quickly. The provision of sustainable IBAN water in the district, supply of uninterrupted electricity, increased teachers and schools in the district. And the supply. Therefore, as authorities, when we have the opportunity to meet with His Excellency or key authorities of governance, it is good to discuss issues of district development with them, put forward the needs of our people, and see how to get them convinced to invest here, and not to discuss the negative of your fellow indigenous to attract self-attention. The latter has not helped our district in any way, but rather contribute to the backwardness of this city.
SLPP, Paupa Squad. You know, they say Kaka Long say it must cut one day. You go lie on people and say, one day they understand all your lies with it. Like they say they take their lies and they how you don't use them. Now so they say they use you with the lies the way we take for use them. Now they happen by SLPP so right now. All of them videos here, they bring them to you for make you able to know how all these things start. When they come by the main video, the video is panic, a whole caretaker.
It makes me fool.
Je vais faire un poulet et d'amour.
I think they're not coward.
Not today,
you know.
Not today, you know.
Okay, logo, continue.
You know, so that many people this all we just bring them for GGI and understand who say everything starts. Now we bring you the main thing them, and we can't talk under them before we end the program.
If that be the case, we first of all for say plenty thank you to Zainab Kamara. We say don't drop for we $20. Zainab, say drop na the account na PayPal because I'm not able to see your message, but sister admin called me to attention. So just tell we who say you drop for we so we go write and down because we get for report back to una. Yeah. Let we take record of them whilst the management then they take record of the other thing there. They then say, oh, man, but to man watch. All man they watching company, but that no means they will not trust to management. So just they make no more. At least let we talk about waiting you don't get and tell una thank you. So Zaina, please tell we Usai you drop them for we are. Thank you very much. Okay. So now we go to this video. This video now it make the rounds on the social media. But we not just take the 1 minute 11 seconds video. We take more than that because we want for let you see how the tension begin to reach to side reach. But not long ago. Now we start with the Mamina Tape. Yan Shekrete. It talks something where it starts. It's very, very interesting. You know what me talk? So you listen to this mayor way they talk. The people enjoy the Allah because they're not getting interest by what they talk. As far as I'm concerned, instead of finding at the good book of the caretaker, so if you just try, you don't do this, they're not getting interest, then just the Allah, instead of them torment. You know, we can't talk about this and what it means for we democracy, yeah? But first of all, let me go now and hear to this interview, well, not to interview, this video, the Mamina tap and begin, the Pana Poyoba come second, and then we are in now with everything happen. Yeah?
Ayon Kulo.
Now that's make her talk. You know, guys, for talk about her. So when they come back just now, listen to this. Listen to every word when they come out. Begin first with the Mamina Tape. Listen what he say. When they come back just now.
One country, one people, one people. Okay, Konodia beg una no make la shame before me man una no napsa full of beg. We are the beg now. I beg, I know Allah go le man say boy people then elect for push. I beg.
We are council now for make sure say we turn the sword and I go on for make una all day because now history. Notre Dame or no more than I. We get some of the best brains in this country. Now this part of the country then come on. They deserve a university and they are going to get it. And tomorrow we will turn the sword for the university way for them Akonaya. Also, if you come on free you can't tap now, but you for pass here and go. We be don't promise Kono say they will get a road and that road there where they come on Kwaidunaya, we're gonna Fiama, the road where they go they can make. If they come on it go Fiama, get Soa, it go Banek Kando, then Mofindo. And this road they make now for make sure say we're not going able to access the border. And with the measure say it's just like the way they come up with some Kadaya. This is where the chief they talk. When they talk, he asks for water. And when I deserve water, this is not city. When I get a whole mayor, that means say we don't say Konona City. Pipe bomb water when I deserve them. And I don't talk to the chief minister, we don't begin ourselves anyway. But we want to finalize them so that they go begin the work. So that Guna step go get Guna young pipe bomb water. As for light, one country. Light no dey no so. The light no plenty no so. And the city of Kono forget enough light. I don't get the message. And we dey walk on that day. But I don't see the pole that we don't begin for can also. Now just a matter of time. You know, development now a process. We're not going to say one light today, we'll get them today. But one thing now for the assured of, when me say at the Guam, it will happen, Paupa. So Kono go get light, Kwedu go get light also. Okay, so when the water come, the university come, the road come, then the lights have come. Then another turn to your city also. One country, one people. So, the next thing. One country. one country. When the resident there, now we can't make the farm. All the young men in I them for the bona farm every day. So they plant to your rest. Now Chinese men and they plant to your rest, they make the rest there. Now no down there. Now Japan pound and they put the rest, they put on a ship, then pay for them. They can't reach down, they make the rest there. If we stop for dig them, then swamp them. They will plant rest day. Rest not a day again. That's true. So the truth is, in other person not they plant the rest, then you give a prize. Other person not they plant the rest, they pay for them, then you give a prize. So we don't begin agriculture. The youth man there, we begin them farm also, they don't begin. They encounter a lot of problems. That was expected since the beginning. Next year, it not be so. In fact, the chief minister and the other people, they don't begin now for plan. We get for produce enough rice na salo. Not to wait man for the produce we own rest. Now that make the rest there. But as a matter of fact, the true news is that rest day in price don't begin count on a free-ton. Again for Kanaya. Again for Kanaya. The most important thing is the only way we will sustain that we for plant we own rest. Me waiting up now, I don't plant we own rest. They challenge you all. We they provide the machine them, we they provide the inputs them, we all for do farming.
How something sweet so bad? No. Oh, how you they laugh so bad?
Now wait till me I dey see so.
Okay, wait.
Hey,
Hold on.
you take a panic, you don't sabi talk again.
Hold on. We get one regular thing where we can use. Lo take this break quick with the camera because the way they enjoy, I want all you force.
This government every week they get explanation. Every week something they happen, we pass them can explain. It they reach away people and they fed up with the explanation. And that is what we are doing now.
So you see, I think people in the hits in Nil they aid every other day.
Now talk of them. Now commentary that they run. People don't tire. Wait till me I see. Me people this now the biggest disgrace for caretaker Bio and in chief commander when a Fatima Bio. Of course, when the thing they go on, is see Fatima Bio Butsu. And when it starts, when I show Fatima Bio, they beg say, "Una not make last shame to me, man. They are not steady now." So it come by that. People engage. Make a pick small things the way sometimes you no pick on this video. When I believe say when the begin Allah. When the people begin Allah. And let me tell you first of all, people there, waiting go on now this program is, then people they can't find out say, crowd not agree for come out for them. Waiting we for do now, we use the school picking them for make we get that kind of number. So, we cameraman they able to snap and say, hey, but when I see the crowd, see the way the people na kono, now he can come up bad pan the show. The people that way they go higher, now the people that can fire the show now. You understand? Then go check the school picking for make them get the actual number where they want because I know the election social media, they like fake commentary. But thank God today, we school picking themselves don't they understand. They don't know what's up. They don't know who is who. They don't know who is a liar. They don't know who is a thief. They don't know who is a betrayer. Like Caretaker Bio. When the beginner begin for disgrace them, for molest them, for put them down, when they say lights don't go, lights no day.
It defend the light.
Caretaker Bio Butu, if feel say now the light will connect who side in the 90 people talk about it. Now if you get change around and they say, at least you don't understand it. Rest on there. Rest on
Now
there.
you take canto.
Oh, now me then you you might lost control. From there now, when I show you the damu, I they come for can't turn the sword. How many sword they get for God's sake?
Bakery sword.
How many sword them you don't turn? Bakery sword don't turn. We not see nothing. New airport inside the old airport, where in commander be the way he said, hey, Baba, na me man, we can't get the airport, blah blah, na need ta. 30 days, now I say they go turn sword. The sword, the pikin they don't turn them back to them. Even waiting for talk, you know, you construct again. If they talk about road now, if they talk about rest for planter, how na Japan rest they come on, na pay them, they load them, the pikin they ebo, we got on pull and purpose in the bad.
Okay, let's say you something quicker. You know, say this thing will happen. So I've been the follow Ministry of I call information and communication. Go to continue, last show people them quick. You just take over, come back and show people waiting Ministry of Information do. Continue, you continue.
So as I say with people them, any talk now where it talk, the people they change am for them. When that whole day in an embassy now where big post they talk, it just start like that when they come on now, but they go put on a bush, fly they don't go surround them. Don't post the campus, then grab and what a shame. The lie don't work. I tell you now, Jesus say, you go like and post it, say it reach a peak. If they take that lie, they back for fetch you with her.
Okay.
Now in the happen with caretaker bill right now.
So let's show people them something quick. Normally, Ministry of Information and Communication can always they come and give we updates of waiting the caretaker they do and in project them and all. Now let's see something here. This now 5 hours ago, something we then do. Okay. This now the time where then they turn the sword now, where they say the construction of the Kono University. You see then show amenti, look watch oh. Let we go to yesterday. You see what they do? Yesterday, they not get mind show the video. Now just photo then snap then put. Then they write bomber one. How the government see exactly what they write. Let's see. Then say President Dr. Julius Maada in Kono to unveil several development projects, Kono University inclusive. But waiting at the details. Already video, they not get mind put on. So you see? This not just waiting and showing, and not to this.
And you see how they take the photo now overhead.
Yeah, overhead. For let you see the crowd. They're not even showing 5 hours. You see, self. Outside school picking, they not for no. The whites and the boku.
Madman bio.
So this not the system where I be just one for show you quickly. Let you see say then people are they even know waiting they happen. Then choose not for the waiting. Continue by way.
So as I tell now, me people, that whole day, it deflates me, man. We are in, even though it's if I talk again, it just go off. But you know, say when they make you work, they always get people where they sit down behind. Then people and they keep ginger them up when they don't shame. You see where they not add up on whether man wear the green grab, you make like they talk now. It's not lie, not technique. We don't follow them people are sometimes ago. We know they're not politician. Not technique. Now like no more where I don't shame me pay the near me. And they can't make like they talk to me for make he able to make a ginger up. Man not feel the pinch. But already the man be don't lost track. Excuse me. The man be don't lost track. And the crowd on they see nobody not convinced. We are not cause some people because once somebody they tell me, oh man, Paolo, they talk, you see connect people there. No, that's not connect people there. Oh. Say you see connect school picking them, and indeed the school picking them where they go bring for can cover their shame. Now they can expose them back. So now I really know say they still don't regret for go call them picking. If they see who side the council of the talk, the media posting for SLP we did it. It a clap for let people in Fala Makataka. When people they talk, it a clap so the people they follow. But the people are tired, brothers and sisters.
So instead of the clap with them, then the Allah no more rest no day. No rest down there. Light no day.
You know, outside the team funny, Shembepe. Hey, Uncle Kawan, a big full bem. Your uncle say, lights no day. Now you too fast. You watch now the bafa. If you say now the bafa, lights now don't go off.
You know say plenty fire they happen. So if Fred say, the fire no go grip on me.
When the beginner can change your pattern now, rest on there. Nice to oh, na middle deeper. Now able to is somebody make like they talk to her. He don't shame. In commander when a Fatima view. Now he's there put
No, but honestly, most of the one in at the table they feel embarrassed and shame. You know, because they not be expect say this thing will come up in this way. But I get message. This na message. Yeah. I think this now for everybody inside the country. We can see the big weight fall them. The big one them. When this caretaker they go different side, then they pull all kind debris, all kind drama. They not treat the dance, the clap. They not they make the people they know say things they wrong or things they go on bad. But the picking them, when are the young generation, when are they get for take up leadership, then say we don't tire. And interestingly, not to tell them for go do it and do so. They not tell them. Then they feel her. Now this man, any gap every day, they tell we say the picking in our school, then they feed them. Now they feed them so. In the rest down there. So it don't reach time. This not just for show you say, if any side where them people are go lie pa una need for stand up and tell them say, pa we not cool with this word una they talk so na lie, we not cool. If everybody they Allah, then they stop, then they change. It don't reach time for them we stand up. This now waiting we always been the fight for. Kudos to Kono people, especially the young generation. Big up. I really dey down for una. Una don't send a very strong signal. Next day when they want for go, then they scare, they know nothing for talk. And now that need for the happen everywhere in this country. We don't need for do anything when a violence. But any side when they team up for life we for begin the Allah pa them and clap pa them. That then are just sign of demonstration. Now we want protest, police not they give clearance. When you want do anything, police not agree. When you want come public, they say cyber day. When a cipher we can rap pan. It all day and day. Then the monitor you calls, you messages, you video and everything. Now that's in talk. So now the only means this now. Where if they're ready, let them catch everybody, then go put an Apademba road. But it don't reach time for let we photocopy this good thing of Kono people them, especially the young people them. Now you see, the one the way you recruit them, they regret why they recruit them. Then pull the picking and then school them, can't put them. Now the same one begin, and now then begin where the big one and take and be end. If you hear the tone, it's different. Then begin light now day. It lights. You see na picking there. Then it go up like where choir they sing. Lights now day. Lights now day. Rest down there. So it's different. It just start like where they organize choir for sing for the caretaker. And indeed they sing for her very well. This song where they sing for her, so you not ever forget until die. That light day, they take her. Today, where they maintain, they organize well, they know who they order for go day. Now then show na Facebook. Minister of Information Facebook Live. But all the other and now, they hide all. Because this one, they not want the international community where they always the liper. Say the parents and they say $500 for year. The things say, okay, this they go on, people they appreciate. They don't want to let them see them, so they not go post them. But unfortunate say, this thing been they live. AYV self no catch up. Because I been see the network been they go up and down. But they not catch up quick. And one point in time where the cameraman will say, this thing don't come and can himself turn the camera. Good boy. Thank you. And whether a television been taken or not, people them, you see the camera. In fact, right now, any outside person is talk camera they up. So now in case you make one blunder, the next minute you see on social media. Anyway, thank you very much to the citizen journalists. Them really done plenty and they really do well. So we get about 4 more for let go 500 people where they watch live now if Facebook YouTube. So please una give it 300 likes, please. We get 246 likes, so please give it 300 likes. Thank you very much to the one that would like. We as well get plenty people 282 where they watch now I don't know how they call it, Facebook. So please, thank you very much. I think in commensurate to get 245 reaction. Thank you very much in the share. So we gladly, this no include the one the way they go and come. This not the one they way team up one way. They follow the program from beginning to ending. We appreciate una so much, but una not forget to the PayPal and the bank account. We get targets. Una get 3,000, we self get 3,000 for make we able for improve the quality of we we studio. As we talk so right now, today we just don't get something we come in. You know, if you watch me face right now, they see something different from the way how it used to be. This now because things then they come in, you know, things that they come in where people as well they try for let we get them. Some people prefer for give the how they call them equipment, but we appreciate them more because if you give the money, then we go able for know waiting at the immediate things that we need. But this one again, we thank you all very very much. Yes.
Well, anyway, make we play the video back. People they request for the video. Make we play them back before we tell the family goodbye.
Oh, they say we will play them back? Okay, well I think we will offer with them.
Okay, plenty thank you to una all. We don't come and support the program. We appreciate una we don't begin the give the couple for the things them where we want buy for upgrade the channel. We appreciate una who said the money they come more money can inside you will not get a 8 level up anyway. Still you will not get them at all. If you not get them this time around, you will get them next time. We appreciate everybody in this family house, and we proud of una the same way we feel say una proud of we. And this fight, we call them no retreat, no surrender. Me, Nababure Kablai. Until we meet again tomorrow on another beautiful program is at the same channel. I always like for say, let we all stay blessed. Tata, and I love you all.
Hey, I don't know. Bangwa about Moses, waiting happen. Anyway, thank you very much to all. Me and Sembe Pierre, the freedom fighter. I think myself don't tire. Don't forget the Zoom protest will be this Sunday, 9 p.m. Salon time. If you get interest for be part of them, please send you the word interest. Interested na the WhatsApp number we can use. Yeah, there we go send you the link. Yeah. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. God bless you all. Until we meet again, I want to say God bless we country Sierra Leone. Bye bye.
One country, one people, one people. Okay, Kono do beg una no make last shame before me man una lot napsa full of beg. Do ya the beg now? I beg I know Allah go let man say boy people then elect for push. I beg.
We are council now for make sure say we turn the sword and I go on for make una all day because now history. Notre Dame or no more than I. We get some of the best brains in this country. That this part of the country then come on. They deserve a university and they are going to get it. And tomorrow we will turn the sword for the university. Wait for the Nakonaya. Also, you can come on free you can't tap now, but you for pass here and go. We be don't promise Kono say then go get a road and that road there where they come on Kwaidunaya, we're gonna Fiama, the road where they go with the can make. If they come on here, it go Fiama, it gets Soa, it go Banek Kando, then Mofindo. And this road they make now for make sure say we're not going to access the border. And with the measure say it's just like the one where they come up from Kadaya. This is where the chief they talk. When they talk, he asks for water. And when I deserve water, this is not city. When I get a whole mayor, that means say we don't say Konona city. Pipe bomb water when I deserve them. And I don't talk to the chief minister, we don't begin ourselves anyway. But we want to finalize that so that then go begin the work. So that we not go get your own pipe bomb water. As for light, One country. Light no dey let no so. The light no plenty no so. And the city of Kono forget enough light. I don't get the message. And we dey work on that one day. But I don't see the poll that we don't begin for Kano also. Now just a matter of time. You know, development now a process. We're not going to say one light today, we'll get them today. Well, one thing we now for the assured of, when me say at the Guam, it will happen. Paupa. So for now, go get light, Kwedu go get light also. Okay, so when the water come, the university come, the road come, then the lights have come. Then for Northern Town, to your city also. One country, one people. So, the next thing. One country. One country. When the resident here, now we can't make the farm. All the young men and I are them for the gonna farm every day. When they plant to your rest, now Chinese men and they plant to your rest, they make the rest there. Now no down there. Now Japan pound and they put the rest, they put on a ship, then pay for them. They can't reach now and they make the rest there. If we stop for dig then swamp them. They will plant rest day. Rest not a day again. That's true. So the truth is, you other person not they planting rest, then you give a prize. Other person not they planting rest, they pay for them, then you give a prize. So we don't begin agriculture. The youth man there, we've been giving farm also, they don't begin. They encounter a lot of problems. That was expected since the beginning. Next year, it not be so. In fact, the chief minister and the other people, they don't begin now for plan. We get for produce enough rice na salon. Not to with man for the produce we own rest. Now that make the rest there. But as a matter of fact, the true news is that rest day in price don't begin candle na frito. Again for candle ya. Again for candle na ya.
This government every week they get explanation. Every week something they happen, we pass them can explain. It reach tell people and they fed up with the explanation. And that is what we are doing now.
Yes, subscribe. You always dey watch we program them, but you not subscribe yet to the channel. All wetin you get for do, press this red subscribe button, and then you come over here and press this bell. To the bell option, press this one with all. E don done. E no get for cost you anything. When you do this, na sign for show say you dey support we for make we do more. Thank you for we don help we for share this program. Yeah, God bless you.